The Saw is family.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Saw's family. My name is Layne and today we're going to be talking about piercings, tattoos, any body modification type stuff. Hair, I mean I guess that's considered body modification. I've had every hair you could think of. I've had red hair, I've had blonde, I've had blue, purple, pink. I mean, I had the emo cut. Of course when I was younger I had long hair. And now I have shaved sides, which in my southern town is very interesting to some of the locals. So, you know, my opinion, hair grows back. If you want to do something with your hair, go ahead and do it. It's not something that I'm necessarily worried about. Other stuff such as tattoos, maybe piercings, I don't know, I feel pretty straightforward on those as well, but the tattoos, those are permanent, you know, even though I do kind of get them a lot. You know, that's just something that for hair, to me, it's not that big of a deal, but again, it's really depending on where you live. But I guess hair was the first thing that I wanted to talk about. The change from the emo cut to this cut was very different. But that's kind of the first body modification thing I wanted to talk about. But the main chunk of the video is the tattoos and the piercings. So I have a really bad camera. I'm using my laptop camera, so I'm gonna try to get my points across with everything as easily as I can, even though it's quite fuzzy and blurry. But yeah, I suppose I will get started on just what order I got everything in. Of course, when I was 4, I got my ear piercings. These are the only ear piercings I have. I do plan on getting a bunch, especially industrial, cartilage. You know, I want to get a bunch of stuff. Maybe not dahlia, maybe not helix. You know, there's a few that I'm like, but that I feel like won't look good on me. But I want to get all my face piercings done first. Which has gone down drastically, and I'll talk about why. So I got these pierced. I got them pierced at a gun in the middle of the mall. I didn't go to Claire's, but I still got infected. And I've had to get them re-pierced professionally 3 times, and I've had to pierce them myself countless amount of times. You know, you get that like little film of skin on the back and you just puncture through. I've had to do that. Now, my ears are not gauges. As you can see, kind of big chunky earrings. They're not gauges, they're fake gauges. Let me actually take this one out. As you can see, there's a little bar in there, but it goes together. If I can get it to go together, fuck, you get the idea. I got them off Etsy. I used to have very sensitive ears, and I don't anymore, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get whatever the fuck I want. I'll get cheap-ass earrings, I don't care. So that's kind of where we are on these. Of course, you've seen in previous videos, I've had Jason gauges, I've had regular, well, I've had black gauges, but I've also had regular piercings as well. It's just I super into gauges. I don't really want to gauge my ears because I live in a very conservative town. So for right now, I've got the fake gauges. I've got the, you know, it curves downwards, like a little spike. And yeah, I just wanted something simple. I loved the Jason ones, but they were from Spencer's and fell apart very quickly. So that's kind of where we are right now. I might change it, I might not. I don't know. Next I got was, so I live in Texas. The age of consent is 17, but most tattoo places and piercers will not do any of that unless you're over the age of 18. Basically any self-respecting ones won't. So be cautious if you do find somebody, because it can fuck you up. Go to a professional, please. So Louisiana, they will happily tattoo you if you are over the age of 16. So since it's right nearby, my mom and I took a trip to New Orleans. We went for a Nice Nine Kills concert, and we decided to get our first my first tattoo. My mom has many tattoos, but my first tattoo. And we got it together by the same person, who was awesome. He'd only been tattooing for like 2 months, and I didn't know that. Oh, sorry, they'd only been tattooing for 2 months. I did not know that. And yeah, they actually did a fantastic job. Incredible. I am amazed. So let me show you that. It is this guy right here. The In Love and Death Heart by the Used. I'll throw up a side comparison. It is off of the Used In Love and Death album. Now, if you don't know who the Used is, they're an old emo band from the early 2000s. That was my first tattoo. Now, what to expect for your first tattoo? Honestly, it depends on placement, it depends on size, it depends on color, it depends on how high your pain tolerance is. I have an extremely high pain tolerance, so I was like, fucking stick the needle in me. Oh, and also favorite needles. Stick the needle in me, I don't give a fuck. Oh, by the way, can you see my cat back there? Wait. Look at him. His name's Felix. Anyway, it really depends on all that stuff, and I'll explain why. Size, how long are you going to be in the chair for? I was there for 30 minutes. I was able to handle the for 30 minutes. Some people don't. Some people can't. It gets irritating. Longest I've ever sat in a chair was like 5 hours, and I was starting to get a little annoyed. It's very just repetitive. Even if it doesn't hurt, after a few hours, you're gonna get annoyed by the sensation, just because everybody hits their sensory overload at some point. So if you can't handle a 3-hour session, that doesn't mean that, like, oh, I shouldn't get tattoos anymore. Just, like, take breaks, or, like, have smaller increments. Like, it's really something that isn't a deal breaker. But it was easy. For your first tattoo, get a small tattoo. Like I did. I think this is like 4 inches by 2 inches. Like, I think it's like around that. So it's pretty small. And I did decide to get color because, of course, I wanted it to match. But be careful when getting color, because some people, such as my mom, are allergic to red inks, which can also be in purples. Could also be in pinks, so you have to be careful when it comes to red ink, because it is a very common allergy. And speaking of allergies, tattoo ink is a very common allergy in general, not just the red ink, but especially the red ink, you know? Luckily, I don't have any of those issues. I am very blessed and very happy that I don't have an issue with tattoos. So, first tip, get a small one. Think about placement, because this pretty easy. You know, up here was a little bit more, because you're getting on the bone right there. Think ribs. That's a lot of bone. That's a lot of issue. Hips, if you're in the, like, fatty part, that's a lot of fat that you're penetrating into. Just keep those things in mind. It can get very sensitive, especially around fatty areas and bony areas. So, you know what? Figure out what works for you. For me, I don't really care. I don't mind anything. I'll get tattooed anywhere. I'll get pierced anywhere. It's not really that big of a deal for me. But if you have a low pain tolerance, be very careful where you get a tattoo, especially your first tattoo. You need to test it out first. You need to figure out what works for you. That is the biggest lesson of today. Find out what works for you, because you could follow anybody's advice on the internet and be like, oh, this worked for me, this worked for me, and it might not work for you. That's just what it comes down to when it comes to tattoos. Some people just can't sit in a chair. They need breaks, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. What I will say, for everybody, this is a common thing for everybody. When you get a tattoo or you get a piercing, your blood sugar drops, because your body's like, what the fuck is happening? I'm going through this pain. My skin's getting torn up. So bring a soda with you. Eat a meal. Please, for God's sake, eat a meal before your tattoo. You might be thinking, am I going to throw it up? You're gonna throw up and pass out if you don't eat a meal before. So please eat a meal before. Hydrate. Don't come in drunk. Don't come in on drugs. Make sure you have a sugary drink. Soda preferably. But, you know, for the smaller tattoos, you could probably get by without that. But when it comes to the bigger tattoos, when you really graduate into that, you really need to start taking care of yourself and taking care of your body and listening to what it needs. If you need a break, take a break, because you do not want to be passing on the table. The tattoo artist doesn't want that. You don't want that. It's a bad recipe. So that's your little lesson for the day. This one I went back to Louisiana, this time Shreveport, because it's right next to Texas, and I found a lovely little place called Voodoo Tattoo, and I found a lovely lady who tattooed me. She did my box man, also from The Used. My audio cut out here, but the album name is called Lies for the Liars. There's like this, sorry, covering the mic. There's like this like marker smudge texture to it, and she got it fucking perfect. She got the sketchbook. I didn't even fucking ask for that. And like, softest touch. I was falling asleep in her chair. This probably took an hour and a half. Small ass lines. I'll post like an HD picture, because the little like beads on the chair, I didn't know that was possible to do in a tattoo. And it's held up. It's been like 2 years and nothing. It's solid. It's there. My box guy is probably my favorite tattoo still. I fucking love him. And he was by far the easiest tattoo I've ever gotten. Very thin lines, so therefore thinner needle. It's not going to hurt as much, which is another thing. First tattoo, don't get a big chunky design such as this one or this one. Or this one. Because they're going to use a thicker line, it's going to hurt more, get something with thin lines. This guy right here, you had the chain. Very kind of not too thin, but like thin enough. Didn't hurt. Again, the placement, this pretty easy placement, no problem. It got a little bit near the elbow, but it didn't bother me at all whatsoever. So that wasn't an issue. And then the next day, that's when I got the septum. Same place, Voodoo Tattoo. It was my first piercing ever since these, so I was terrified. And I was like 4 when I got these. I was like 17 when I got my nose piercing. And the pain, you know, he put the clamps in, stuck it through. The pain was okay. It definitely wasn't my most painful piercing to date, but it's up there. Here's the thing. Well, my mom nearly passed out watching me get this piercing. She was like, that looked fucking disgusting and painful. I was like, whatever. It hurt, but what hurt the most was putting the jewelry in after he pierced it, and what hurt even more was the recovery. Have you ever gotten a fresh septum and then the same day you've gotten the septum sneezed? It sucks. And it sucked for about the first 3 months I had this motherfucker. It took 9 months to heal, or maybe it took a little less. I did 9 months to be safe. And it hurt like a motherfucker healing. You know, you bump it because you go to like wipe your nose, you bump it, you try to blow your nose. It's not fun. You have to learn a whole nother way of like, instead of going forward, you go backwards. Sleeping on it, not fun, because I always sleep on my stomach, so like my face is all, so like not fun. I'm so glad I have it, but I don't know if I'd go through that pain again. It sucked. So recovery time, this is hands down the worst recovery I've ever had with a piercing. But it is not the most painful piercing. We will get to that. Let's see. Next, I got my Linkin Park tattoo. Now, I got a story with this one. I went to someone that my mom adores, and I was like, okay, I'll go to her. And, you know, tattoo, like, I sent her the design. It very clearly says LP for Linkin Park. She wasn't familiar with the symbol, I'll give her that much. But maybe pay attention she screwed me over is what I'm saying. On here you can't tell because it's reversed, but in the real world my tattoo is fucking reversed because when she printed it out, the printer reversed the design and she put on the stencil and did not let me look at it in the mirror. If your tattoo artist does not let you look at your stencil, don't go to them. Either demand to see the tattoo or cancel, like, altogether, because that's sketchy as fuck and she fucked me over hard. It is backwards. It turned out great. It's a fine tattoo. It hurt a little bit because A, the lines were thick, and B, it's in a little sensitive fatty spot, but you know, I still absolutely adore the tattoo and love it, but it's kind of frustrating that I'm gonna be living with this for the rest of my life and it's backwards. Now, that's on me. I'm the one getting permanent tattoos. I know the risk, but please let your client see the tattoo. And then when I contacted her about it, she was like, oh, I'll give you a refund. And when I went to go see her, she refused to give me the refund. And when she said previously that she would and that she was so sorry, and when I demanded for the refunds, she treated me like absolute shit. I did get the refund, but I felt shitty, and when I went back to her for another tattoo, she treated me like shit the entire time. So, yeah, don't, and I'll tell that story later. I'll talk about that later when we get to my next, like, the next tattoo I got. Yeah, it sucked very badly. So next tattoo I got, I still love it, don't get me wrong. I love Linkin Park. I got it done in July to honor Chester. It was just like 3 days after his death date. Like 3 days after the 20th. It had been like 4 or 5 years since he passed. But I got it in memory of him. I got it in honor of him. And it's kind of disappointing. Not kind of. I got let down a lot. But that is on me. That is on her. It happens. Next tattoo I got was my Ice 9 Kills tattoo. It says 9 in Roman numerals, had some blood splatters. Once again, black work, very thick lines. Very interesting placement, right on the shoulder, right on the bone, kind of hurt. I think it might be my most painful tattoo, to be honest with you. And I have my fucking hand tattooed, so like that says a lot. But that being said, the tattoo artist had a very light touch. I went to a tattoo convention in Austin. I got my Ice 9 Kills tattoo. It was very impulsive because I was at a convention and I wasn't planning on getting tattooed. And I was really into Ice 9 Kills at the time. I still love them. I'm just a little disappointed in some of the stuff they've done, but that's for another video. So yeah. There it is. I'm really happy with it. But there's more to this story. After I got this tattoo, I was walking around and I found this, I was looking through booklets, I was looking through different artworks, and there were some very cute ones, but I found this one that was a realistic fruit bat, and I fucking fell in love with it, and I was like, yo, can you tattoo this on me? And she was completely filled up, and turns out she was from Portland. I'm not gonna go to Portland for a tattoo. I will go to Australia for Jimmy May, but I'm not going to go to Portland for somebody who I don't know, who I don't know the consistency of their work. I've only seen a picture of their sketches. But anyway, I fell in love with this fruit bat. It was kind of lying down, and it had just very cute face, very pretty face, and I just really loved it. So I contacted multiple tattoo artists who I knew, and the one who accepted to do my tattoo was the one who did my Linkin Park tattoo. I know I shouldn't have gone to her, and she did a good job on my tattoo, but she's a fucking bitch. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone to her. But anyway, I did go back to her. So this, let me stand up. This is my fruit bat tattoo. His name is Spencer, named after Ice 9 Kills Spencer Charnas, named by my boyfriend. And I'm realizing my camera is shit, so I'm gonna have to post all of these, like, in this area of HD photos. But you get the idea. There's flowers, which I didn't ask for, but she put it in and I thought it was beautiful. Oh, let me just say, I sent her the reference photo of the bat, and I was like, I want you to change this up. I want to keep the face. I want very beautiful wings. I want very beautiful, like, cute ears. And I want it surrounded by fruits. So that's pretty much what I said. And I wanted it to be, like, black and gray. I didn't want it to be a brownish bat. So she put in the flowers, which I really like. And then the fruits, I mean, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. The leaves are gorgeous. That being said, there was a few times that she didn't color in the leaves. Like, she'd color in some leaves and not color in the others. And I had to look over and be like, hey, can you, like, color in the rest? And then she would be like, fine. And, like, it was like... Bro, I've lived this for the rest of my life, and you fucked me up before. I'm not doing this. But bat, the face is exactly how I want it, the ears are exactly how I love it. Like, the wings, incredible. Great tattoo. But the entire 8 hours I was getting this fucking tattoo done, she was like, I don't want to be tattooing right now. I want to go home. Like, I hate it here. And I'm just like, so why are you a tattoo artist? Like, guys... Go to a good tattoo artist, please. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did, bro. And before you're thinking, no, I didn't go to Atomic Ink. I have been there once, and I've been there twice, and I've gotten tattoos, good tattoos both times. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her, because both my brother and my mom have gone to her, and they treat the both of them fine. I didn't do anything to this girl, bro. I'm, like, the nicest person you'll find when it comes to, like, receiving stuff as a customer. Like, if you want to talk, I'll talk. If you don't want to talk, I won't talk. Like, I will go with whatever you want. I don't know what I ever did to her, but she fucking hates me. Moral of the story, don't go to a tattoo artist who will fuck you over and hate you. Anyway. I then got my lip pierced. I'll insert a picture because it is gone now. I used to have a stud, and then I had a lip ring, and then I had a stud again because the lip ring was horrendous. I talked about it in the video I uploaded before this. It's a whole fucking thing. I couldn't drink without it leaking out. It was fucking miserable. I hated it. Doing sexual activities was very difficult with it, and it just sucked. My boyfriend was so happy that I got rid of it. So I went to a stud. And then I went to the dentist. Keep in mind, I've only had the piercing for like 6 months. I went to the dentist, and they said that my entire gum line was shredded. They used the word shredded. They showed me x-rays. It was fucked. The nerves were fucked. So, they're like, if you want to keep your teeth, you have to take out the piercing. So I took out the fucking piercing, and my teeth are returning back to normal. They're fine now. Well, fine, but they're whatever now. And I'm never getting a lip piercing again. So, don't get lip piercings. That's the motto of the story. I was gonna get angel bites, and I might just do it, like, through here instead of going through into the mouth area, even though I do want dermals, but, like, I can't because it'll fuck up my teeth and my gums. Why is everything so difficult? So, if you want to destroy your teeth, be my fucking guest. Get your mouth fucked up. Get your teeth and your gums fucked up. Get all that shit. I don't give a fuck. It's your life. But for me, I'm not gonna risk losing my teeth. So as much as I miss my beautiful, beautiful lip piercing, it's gone. So then, because I was sad that I lost my lip piercing, the same exact day I went and got my eyebrows done. And these will be changed. These will be changed to the same material that my septum is made out of. The black with the spikes. But I've only had them for like 2 months. And I want to wait till 3 months to change them. So those are on pause for right now. And I just realized I totally skipped over my nose piercing. We're going out of order here. I got too upset about this. So after this, before this, I went and got another matching tattoo with my mom. Oh, by the way, that St. Kills was matching with my mom. She also got tattooed by Dylan. I got my Fallout Boy, which I've been a fan of Fallout Boy ever since I was a kid. It's been a long time coming. I finally got Fallout Boy. I got the Youngblood Chronicles Volcano Crown. combination that they used during that era, because I feel like it's iconic. And I wanted a logo, so I got that, and I'm in love with it. It was pretty easy tattoo, not too bad. I got it done at Atomic. It was fine. We have like 2 main artists there. I won't go to any other artists at Atomic because I think you guys know why. Next, I got my nose piercing. It is a bat. This piercing, here's the thing. There's a big debate on whether the septum or the side of the nose hurts more. And I was fucking terrified going in to get this piercing because I'm like, what if it hurts more than the septum? I don't know if I could handle it hurting worse than the septum. So I was freaking the fuck out. I got it done and I was like, are you done? And he's like, yeah, it's already pierced. And I'm like, what the fuck? Here they got the jewelry in and everything. And I'm like, you're done? He's like, yeah. I had this ugly ass silver stud. I also got this at Atomic. I know I shouldn't get piercings at Atomic. I'm sorry, but I was desperate, bro. I was going through a rough ass time. Don't get piercings at Atomic. If you get a tattoo at Atomic, that's okay. It's not the best idea, but that's okay. If you get a piercing from Atomic, I'm judging you. I'm judging myself. I'm ashamed of myself. But hey, it turned out pretty good. I put a hoop in. It is a bat hoop, which you cannot see on the camera because it sucks ass and cock and nuts. And yeah, I'll post a picture. So I had this guy right here. Yeah, pretty good. Easiest piercing I've ever done. Yeah. And then I got my hand done. Yeah, I got my hand done next. It is the Whitechapel, Are in This War, the Saw is the Law tattoo. Easy as shit, bro. Everybody says, oh, hands hurt so much. I don't know if it's my high pain tolerance or what, but I fucking fell asleep during it. Like, it was easy. I got my knuckles done, and it was just, like, a breeze, dude. Might have been my tattoo artist, I don't know, but it is solid. It is cute. I love it. Every time I look down and see it, it makes me so happy. Probably my second favorite tattoo. I love it very much. Again, I got it done at Atomic by the other tattoo artist who I absolutely adore. And yeah, so anyway. Eyebrows. These will be changed next month. So you'll see them in upcoming videos. They'll be changed, but for right now they're staying as this because I am extra cautious. I got them done. And here's the thing. Maybe TMI, but I'm a masochist. I love pain. So when I got these done, the fact that it traveled through so much skin, it felt so good, bro. And, like, my mom was like, you're a fucking psychopath when I told her that. But, bro, it was good shit. Like, if I could get endless, like, eyebrow piercings just to fill the void, oh my god, that's my dream. Send me to heaven and pierce me up. I love it so much. But, yeah, so eyebrows were a breeze. Loved it. Next I got, by the way, I think we went through all my tattoos. Yeah, we went through all my tattoos. Next one I'm probably gonna get is As It Is. I don't fucking know what yet, but I love As It Is. So I gotta get it, you know? I gotta get it. I literally have a signed As It Is thing right here. I've got 2 copies of this shit. I got the Great Depression up in here. I've got Okay and Never Happy Ever After over here somewhere. Just fucking banging. And next one will probably be As It Is. But I also got my nipples pierced. I can't show that, obviously. They still got the original jewelry in, so basically just these on my nipples. They're not curved barbells, they're just the regular barbells, but, here's the thing, I'm not fucking shy. I'll be naked in front of anybody, I don't give a fuck. I got home, I showed my mom my nipples, and I was like, look what I got pierced. I don't give a fuck. If I could walk around shirtless, I would. I don't care. I have no sense of decency at all, whatsoever. It's just, it's not there. So by the way, this piercing was fucking free. Platinum Ink. Saturdays they do a piercing for $24. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, they do 2 piercings for $56. And sometimes they'll get their apprentices in there and do them for free. This was an apprentice one. I just went and saw Oppenheimer. I was horned up. I went to the tattoo place. They were doing free piercings by my man Raul. And I got in that room, I whipped off my shirt, and we were talking about, like, yo, my septum fucking hurt, and he was like, my industrial fucking hurt, and we were just talking piercings. I was nude. My bottoms were still on, but bro, I was tits out, and like, I was just up in there laying on that chair. You know, he used the marker to, like, mark where he's gonna pierce. This other guy came in who was his boss, and he was like, yo, does this look good? Is the placement good? Dude's fucking inspecting my titties. Like, yeah, that looks good. And then, like, he's like, alright, let's get to piercing. He pierced that shit, and it hurt a lot more than the septum. So he did this side first. Hurt, but bearable. Here's the thing, and then, like, you put the jewelry through, the jewelry didn't hurt for some fucking reason, even though it always does for me. Didn't hurt this time. It was like, okay, whatever. It's just sharp little, like, tiny, it was like, whatever. Put the ball on, it's perfectly fine. Gets to the left side, my adrenaline went down by that point. Here's the thing about piercings. If you get double piercings, you're gonna get one done, your adrenaline's gonna be high, your adrenaline's gonna drop. So the other one's gonna hurt 2 times as much. At least, in my opinion. So, prepare for pain, which is why industrials hurt so much, because it's already a painful spot, and then once they get through the first area, the adrenaline's down, so when you get through the second area, it's just full-on pain. Fucking hurts. From what I've heard, I've never gotten industrial, but I will, and I will let you know how that goes. So then did my good old left side here, and yeah, my adrenaline was down, and it fucking hurt. And I never make noise whenever I get a piercing or a tattoo because, frankly, I find it embarrassing. And I was groaning like crazy because it hurt. And I was like, ouchie. So, you know, I get that shit done, show my boyfriends, look in the mirror, show the dude's boss. Everybody's like, yo, my boyfriend was like, oh shit. Oh my god. He was like he was happy, bro. My man it was Christmas fucking day for this dude. But yeah, so my nipple piercings hurt. Here's the thing about nipple piercings. For some people, it never heals. I've heard of people having nipple piercings for 1 to 3 years, and they're like, it has not healed yet. The dude fucking told me it takes 3 months to heal, which I know is bullshit. I am being cautious, and I am waiting 9 months, like I did with my septum, unless it feels tender. If it feels tender, I'm gonna wait a full year. So I'm about a month in, and they've healed a lot. They've healed fucking fast, dude. Like, I don't know if it's just me and, like, I'm super young and, like, you know, I'm only 19, like, my body's like, heal. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up, but, like, they've healed so fast. They're still tender if, like, I mess with them too much. Like, when I'm cleaning them, if I, like, bend it the wrong way, or, like, but, like, I feel like that goes for any piercing. So, they're fine. They feel fine. Like, the recovery time has been nothing. Like, I slept naked for the first few days because I didn't want to get caught on any clothes or anything, and it was, after that, it was smooth sailing. It was fine. I didn't wear a bra for the first few days. I fucking went to the store, titties out, you can see my bars, you know, I'm in the middle of fucking Texas. Bro, everybody's looking at me, I don't give a shit. I fucking, like, I won't get gauges, but, like, I'll stick out my, Felix, oh my god. Anyway, I need to stop talking about my nipples. So, yeah, that's the most recent piercing I've got. I haven't gotten any other tattoos. I do have plans for tattoos. And I think, honestly, I don't really have any other advice on any of that. Piercings, you take the piercing out. Maybe there's a hole there. Maybe. But who the fuck cares? So piercings, I'm just like, whatever. I'll get practically anything pierced. It's fine. Unless I think it's stupid as fuck. Like, belly button piercings, I think that's the stupidest fucking thing on the planet. But, like, you know, it's whatever. If you want to get it, I don't fucking care. Tattoos, on the other hand, you know, it's been a discussion for a very long time. Since the beginning of man, it has been a discussion. Do I think you need to totally think out your tattoos and be like, oh, this means this to me, this means that to me? Maybe for your first one, maybe for your first few, but ultimately, no. Andy Bierzik from Black Veil Brides, he has a tattoo of himself as a fucking koala. Who the fuck cares? We're all living on some stupid spinning rock. I don't give a fuck. Get whatever you want tattooed as long as it's not like a hate symbol or some shit. Like, bro, I got a fucking backwards Linkin Park. I don't give a shit. I'm mad, but I don't give a shit. Like, who cares? So, I mean, Frank Iero's got a fucking macaroni noodle tattooed on him. You get whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. That being said, it is in a public place. You can't get rid of it unless you go through very expensive very expensive tattoo removal surgery or treatments or whatever, going multiple times, probably up to $10,000, depending on, of course, what inks were used and how big the line weights were and how old it is and all that, but, or a cover-up, which is very difficult. A lot of artists have mastered it, but a lot haven't. You're not gonna, your average tattoo goer who wants a cover-up, you're not gonna go to fucking Anthony Michaels. You're not gonna go to fucking Ryan Ashley. Like, it's not gonna be a thing. So, you know, you need to think about, I have kids, do I want a nude woman on my arm? Maybe that's a little bit of poor taste. So, think about it, but don't think too hard. That's my advice for that, because ultimately, when I hear advice about tattoos, I always hear, think about what you're gonna get. I think that's bullshit. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there on what I feel about that. It's whatever, take it or leave it. I don't give a shit. I'm just here talking to a little white dot on my fucking computer. Got a microphone sitting to the side of me, got my fucking cat back there. I don't have pants on right now, I'm gonna be real. Like, bro, we're chilling. It is 10:44 at night. We're chilling. We're just here. We're not taking it too seriously. It's fine. But yeah, I can totally see myself making like a part 2 in the future when I get much more, like 3 years from now, when I get a lot more tattoos and piercings. But that's it so far. Circa September 2023, early September 2023. That's where I am right now. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I never know how to end these, and I don't have an outro, so it's a little awkward. So I'm just gonna pull a Charlie and say, that's it. See ya. Bye.